power drive, pushed up the order in ahead of Angkon as well at the end of 13, 108 for 3. Speaking of surprise there, Bangladeshi think tank as Abu Haider Roni has come ahead of Mahidul, Yasir and Mehrob. And perhaps is that fifth wicket conundrum that Bangladesh A are trying to contend with, because against Sri Lanka A they were found wanting. The last 30 deliveries have yielded 42 runs. It was the first time that it boiled down to number 5, number 6 against Sri Lanka A, and they fell short. As Vaishak comes in, and he has the same game plan as Ramandeep, it seems. The same sort of field. As you can see, trying to go wide once more. It's a concern in terms of predictability, which is why Jitesh is now again prompting changes in field. Every delivery against Habibur, there's something new. Goes wide. He bisects those deep fielders. You talk about mid-wicket, forget that. I'll hit a 6 over extra cover.
Well, he goes past the wave of Suryavanshi, and the number 6 is hit in this DP World Asia Cup Rising Star. 19 sixes to his name now. Again, I say that don't bowl it away from the wicket to him, because you allow him to open his hands, and then he's got that power to smash it all around. Look at that. He's got the most number of sixes now. 19 to his name.
And the plan has been shelved now. Now it's a more conventional field. Gone is that deep backward point. This is 19 sixes for Habibur after that beautiful shot over extra cover. Shortish. Hold his fingers over the ball as well.
Well, that is the previous over from Harsh Dubey. Wanted to play it towards the leg side for a single. A simple return catch to Harsh Dubey. After 14 runs in the previous over, he comes into bowl, gave away only 2 and broke the partnership.
A wonderful spell for him in his 4. 1 for 22. Once more effective with the ball like last time around. Puller this time. Over extra cover, Priyancharya will mop things up and long off. They're going for 2. Reaches and receives a thumbs up from Abu Haider Roni.
Yeah, well, Priyancharya, you will ask if it had been a touch quicker, and could have been trouble there. Again, this is better. Wicket to wicket, was not able to get the connection right. Just running straight and finally just turning a little away from the wickets. But taking on the fielder.
That's because post that 6, that plan has been abandoned now, Fidai. Now it's a more conventional field. They have a deep mid wicket in place. They have the deep square leg in place. It's normal for Vaishak to bowl at, not that pressure of trying to find that width and trying to bowl it along the tram line, because let's be honest, Habibur is also a great batter. He has 59 to his name. He can also recognize patterns, and if you give him the chance to free his arms once in a while, he will obviously connect and hit it over for 6. Brilliant delivery and a wry smile. This is good cricket overall.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been a good comeback since that big 6 hit after the wide he bowled. Since then, he's given away 2 runs in 4 deliveries. That include 3 dots. Now, would the dot ball pressure create an opportunity for India A? Or does Sohan, Habibur Rahman Sohan, has the character to just say, okay, let it go this over, we'll take it on from the next over.
Full toss. Oh, he'd be disappointed he didn't send that to the fence. End of 14. 118 for 3. The spinners have certainly been effective when it comes to the economy rate. Solitary wicket for Harsh Dubey, so we are still looking for his first. Fast bowlers, different story altogether. Tonked around the park. Big appeal! Big appeal! And this was Habibur, who could have been sent packing. Mahmood Khan shakes his head.
I tell you, this is very close and Siyash is frustrated and should be, I believe. But let's have a look at it. Because with the naked eye, it didn't look such a bad appeal. Pitching on the wicket. Wow, he's been very lucky that he's not been given out. Probably Mahmood Khan thinking that this pitch outside the leg stump, but it has not been to my eyes.
Had the possibility of clipping leg.
Well, the skipper Jitesh Sharma has been forced to keep Ramandeep away. Brought Soyash into the attack for the very purpose of taking the wicket. Just look at that. That looks a very good shout from the bowling perspective.
Mr. Tick there, Mahmood Khan perhaps. Shortish. Well fielded, clever Suryavanshi. And that brings Abu Haider Roni on strike. And if you were wondering why he's been sent up the order, he was the player of the tournament in 2024 in the NCL. A hard hitter in his own right. So has the ability to send it all around the park. Come ahead of Mahidul Ankon, Yasir Ali Chaudhary, recognized batters for that very purpose. So playing an ace of spades perhaps, David Hellman company.
He has an unbeaten 53 in T20s. There you go, finally finger raise. Siyash gets the breakthrough, gets the wicket. Well, he was sent for Habibur, but he won't mind taking the wicket of Abu Haider.
And that's a disappointing shot. Love the hat though. Going across the line, a wide-ish delivery. Slight googly, you can hear that faint edge. And Suyash silences all expectations that Bangladesh had of Abu Haider Roni. He goes without troubling the scorers. 1194. We were touting Abu Haider Roni as the ace of spades for Bangladesh, but that gamble definitely didn't pay off.
India fan around the world listening to you will expect you to start talking about the next batter. The commentator's curse. You built it up so nicely. Next thing, he just didn't live to the expectation.
To be fair, Maz was tapping me on the back, asking me to provide that information to the world. So maybe you should take it up with him. As Mehrov comes in his 24th match. A strike rate of 96 isn't something to write home about, considering the circumstances.
Yeah, well, wasn't as convincing against Sri Lanka in the last match. And now this is where the trouble is for Bangladesh. We've seen their top order scoring runs, but it's with the middle order and the later mid order how they perform under pressure. They have 5 more overs after this to play. And if Habibur Rahman falls, how many will Bangladesh will be able to get?
And upping the ante, a slip has been deployed. Expect the googly. There you go. It was mapped out, it was crafted, and yet no effect. This was the wicket though. Where was he playing?
Well, sometimes you premeditate a shot, and unfortunately you don't get it into the arc. He was sweeping, that's a good idea, but that was very far on the offside. It's an under edge. And Suyash celebrating in style. What is it going to onto the pads?
Googlies! Twice over, they beat the bat. Jitesh asks for a stumping. Himanta Batejo, are you going up? Yes, you are. Is there trouble in paradise for Bangladesh?
Remember that middle order, and it's been a bit of a concern for the Bangladesh. We saw that against Sri Lanka. Let's have a look how things have transpired with that delivery. It has been referred to the TV umpire. Rahul Asher from Oman will have some work.
I mean, no doubt, this is not a no ball.
Everything right about that. Let's have a look how things are here. It's gonna have to be touch and go. I think his foot is grounded. But let's have the result shown on the television from Rahul Asher, the TV umpire, how he adjudicates this. This is even a better and a clear angle, Atish.
Yeah, one has to give credit to Jitesh. He was pretty clever. But as we speak, puts inside the crease, inside the crease. He's waiting for the batter. You can see he's waiting there. Moves his hand away, then notices, and then just clips the bail. Oh. Wait, hold on.
That's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. Look at the presence of mind.
Okay, this is a tough decision for Rahul Asher to make.
I doubt if there have been any easy decisions for the TV umpire throughout this tournament. One other here at the semi-final. Rahul Asher on a hot pan there. Good presence of mind from Jitesh Sharma, the skipper.
Perhaps a bit of his foot or the benefit of the doubt could go into the batter's favour. Not out on the big screen. Aerobe survives after 15. 119 for 4.
Starts with the wide, drifting away from the right hander, maybe early indication of a reverse swing. 5 overs to go, 8 runs per over from here onwards, get to Bangladesh to 160, even a 170. How Surface has played, I think it's going to be a fighting score, Salman, but
yes, and they would definitely want to go beyond that, and they would want Habibur to bat through the innings now, because remember they've lost 4, and it's not that easy for the new man coming in. So 61 he has, might as well keep going for the sake of his side.
pitching outside the next stump. Idea is quite clear by Gurjapneet. The first couple of deliveries going nice and full. The question that Jitesh Sharma got to answer is ASAP is the 2 overs has to be filled by Ramdeep and Namandeep. So that's an idea that, that's an addition that Jitesh Sharma got to make it as soon as possible.
And that is what Habibur has to target. Being the set batter, seen it all, knows the pace of the wicket, how the ball is coming along onto the bat. So he holds the key. It would be very important for the India team to pick up his wicket, and for Bangladeshis for him to stay out the length.
A good point you made, Salman. I think this is not one of those pitches where straight away a hitter can come and go from the first ball. Take a little while. This is what surprised me with Mahidul Islam Ankon, who's an international player, decent player. Yasir Ali is playing in the side as a hard hitter, and not using their expertise, but sending Abdul Hadir Roni, who's relatively a bowler who bats a bit, to go out there and slug from the first ball. It's not going to be easy.
I get the sense that they were just trying for a lift in the run rate, somebody to just come in, play a cameo, but the conditions not always allow that. And also credit to the Indian spinners. I think both of them, the leg spinner and the left arm spinner, bowled brilliantly. Bowled in the right areas to their fields, making it difficult for the batters.
In the circle, any top pitch behind square will be a boundary. Not where Habibur Rahman intended, but he'll take it.
Absolutely, a bit of luck going Habibur's way. We saw how the innings started, 2 top edges flying over the third man, and now we have seen the third. Wanted to go straight. But the angle of the delivery, taking the outside edge. Good thing is that he went into the stroke, fully committed to it.
With the ball angling away. Right hand. I think it will not be a bad option to get squarely in the circle as we speak. Jitesh Sharma is doing it. And drop the car point back and get Gurjap knee to bowl outside the off stump. And ask Habibur Rahman if he's brave enough to walk across to the offside and go over square leg. Just like that. It's well done. An easy catch. Well done to Jitesh Sharma and Gurjap need to get in the tactics right. And this occasion is a big wicket, the prize wicket of Habibur Rahman.
A very soft dismissal. That as soon as the field change, I think the batter was still in two minds where to go next, where to go looking for runs, and in the end,